Hi everybody! Tonight the video will be how to knit a toddler hat with hair flap on the circular knitting machine ADDI Express King Size and ADDI Express Professional. So first we cast on the machine, one in the front, one in the back like this with waste yarn. Waste yarn, it's yarn that I will remove at the end of the project, okay? So I'll open the yarn feeder, make sure I put my yarn on the top of the white needle, and I will crank like this. I pull on my yarn so that way it won't put any tension on my needle. I always do that. And I put my yarn on the top hold, because I have a better feel on my tension like this with my finger. So I continue like that till I get no more waste yarn, and then I will add my red. I put that in the middle. Make sure you put your yarn at the right place. That's why a lot of people lost one stitch when they switch color. See that the knot is there, so I have to go in front of the other one, put it closer to the white tail and pull a little bit on it. It's tight, so I'll be able to attach both of them after. Don't forget to put your counter to 0 when you have put your red yarn. And alright, here I will tie those two together. I will pull some red yarn first, and I attach those two, and I already have 35 rows. Time to put some waste yarn to remove it from the machine. So I start with waste yarn and I remove it with waste yarn. Oh no, that's not the waste yarn, that's the white. Sorry. Oof. It's gonna be the brim. So I attach those two together. I didn't attach the waste yarn with the red at the beginning because I will remove the pale yellow that I put like waste yarn at the beginning. So I did all the white, almost. I will do 25 rows of white. So at the beginning I start with 5 rows of waste yarn, 35 rows of red, and now it's 25 rows of white. For the brim, I arrive at 35, I cut my yarn, open the yarn feeder, put the yarn in the middle, pull a little bit on it, make sure it's the right place, come back with my red yarn, put it on the top hole, and I will crank it. Put it on 0, yeah, forgot. Those two are together. Almost did a mistake there, you see? And I will have to put the red over there. That's a mistake that a lot of us do. And suddenly when we change color, we lost one stitch. So that's a good thing that I show it like right now. I think it could help. So I will crank it. I continue. Then I pull some more red yarn. To prevent drop stitch when your work touch the table, make sure that you turn it if you don't have a hold on your table. It will put a little bit of pressure on your stitch, and it will keep them from fall. So I'm done with the red. 30 row is done. Now I go with the yellow waste yarn, put it in the yarn feeder, put it close to the other one, and I think I have a meter of yellow yarn, so I will crank it till it removes by itself from the machine. That's the easiest thing to do with the waste yarn, is to cast off. When it's cast off, you remove it from the machine, look like this when it's turned upside down, and I will close. Make sure that all the knots are tight, and I will hide my little tail, the red in the red and the white in the white. You don't have to do that, but me, when I use some white yarn and I could see through another color, I don't like it. So that's the way I make my Christmas hat now. Red in red and white in white. I will do the same thing for the white. So that way I'm sure that there will no yarn to see through the white. Don't know if I say it right. I hope you understand. So you just turn the tip of your needle and you keep on the same way. And when you turn the work, you won't see it because you just took it from the tip of your needle. Cut the yarn. Time to stretch it and to fold it to create your hat. Stretch, 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 and then attach those two together. I use a hook number 4. You could attach it like this, or if you like to crochet your stitch, some of us do that like this, crochet it, it's okay too. You don't have to do exact same thing like I did. And if you're comfortable with a yarn needle at this stage, do it with a yarn needle. It will be okay too. All it's neat is to keep it together. There. So you do that till you get to the other hand. Wrap one side and the other side. Keep going. One side and the other side. It's like when you close a tube, it's the same technique, but this time we don't close the tube, we just attach the tube together. There. Almost at the end. Make sure you grab all the stitches. Can't see, sorry, I was not in the right angle. Make sure you grab all the stitches, and you will attach it with the tail of red that you started with. Grab that one and the other one. Set up one there. See it there, and this is the last one, I think. Yes, and I just finish it with it. So now it's time to remove the waste yarn. I will put it faster because you just have to remove it. And when you're done removing your waste yarn, make sure that you didn't lose any stitches. It's the right time to fix it if it happened. You just take your wool needle and take some red yarn and attach it together if you lost one. If you don't worry about it. So remove all the waste yarn, check if no there. And to close the tube flat, I will use just a wool needle like this, and I will go one side and just take the tip of your needle and just grab like the top of the stitch. I don't want to be like big. Let's just take the stitches and go the other side. So attach the top of the hat like this. So the body of your hat is almost done. We will have the accessories like the hair flap and the pom-pom and the two cord that, not cord, but cord that will attach, or the ribbon. If you don't know how to crochet, just use some ribbon. It will fix it. If you don't have faux fur yarn right now, you could just do a regular pom-pom. It will be okay too. It will be very, very cute, I'm sure. So don't worry if you don't have the faux fur yarn. There. If you don't have the ADDI Express Professionnel, the 22 needle, and that you're able to do some flat knitting on your big machine, just go 22 stitches wide, and then you will just have to fold it in half and it will be your Earflap. So don't worry. And if you don't, you can't put the, if you don't have a ADDI Pro, but you can crochet it, just crochet your Earflap. It's okay too. Everything will be cute. It's for a baby and it's for Christmas. It will be adorable, don't worry. So you don't see the corner of it. I'm just gonna move. There. Arrive at the end. I will put my finger there to stop the yarn and to do a knot like this. Push it with my finger and thumbs and hide it between the two layers. Cut the yarn and I will do the same thing the other side. The tail is smaller, but I will do the same thing. Do a loop and going through it and attach it and hide it. So the hat is half finished right now. You did the body. Now it's time to do some ear flaps. The ear flaps we will need two. You cast on the machine with your red, one in the front, one in the back. Open the yarn feeder and just crank. My machine is not attached, that's why it's moving like that, sorry. Okay, and you will crank it till you get 20 rows of red. When you get the 20 rows of red, you will have to add some waste yarn and crank it like for 5 rows at least with waste yarn. And then cut the waste yarn and continue to crank and it will remove itself from the machine. So I keep going. Put your yarn in the middle, bring your waste yarn, put it closer to the yarn that you ended with, and you crank for 5 or 6 rows until it removes by itself. You will need to make that same thing twice because you have 2 ear flap. Don't forget. Sorry. So it removes itself like this, and it's gonna be time to remove it and stretch your tube to give it a nice shape for your ear flaps. Stretch. Now we'll pull on it, not too much because I need to put my white cord that I will attach the hat with it. I was to put the hair flap in white, but I didn't have enough white, so I ended up doing it with red. And I telling you the truth, when I done this hat, all I have left was 1 meter of red. There's no red anywhere around here in stores, so I don't know how I will going to do for the next couple of video with red. I was having a lot of idea in red, but I can't because I don't have the red yarn. I will have to make some calls. So now I will show you how to chain 30 stitch on a chain. How to, if you don't know how to crochet, maybe you will learn something today. And I will go slowly to give you a chance to figure it out, and then I will come back on my 30 stitch. If you can't crochet, don't worry, you just have to find a thicker yarn in white and attach it on your ear flap the same way I will attach this chain. Or maybe you have some ribbon and attach it with the way you want to. I'm looking for my words tonight. I'm kind of tired. I did a lot of night shift lately, so I'm a little bit tired. So I will continue till I get 30 on my chain, and then it's gonna be the time to come back. I don't know how to call that stitch, so if you know it, put it on the bottom of the video, and I will add it in the video description. So I will go through like this, grab the yarn, get two, and finish with one. I will do that till the other, and it will give like a shape of a square. I always do my hat in crochet like this. When I use my hook, so it's get thicker, and I think it's cuter, but that's my way. So that way you don't end up with the little tail that pop up at the end of the chain, because both tail will be on the same side, and they will be eyed in the ear flap. So I continue like that. Like I said earlier, my idea was to make the hair flap white, but I didn't have enough white, so I did like I can't. And it's still cute like this too. And I use red and white, but if you want to use other colors, it's the same thing. But if you want to do it like one color, it's gonna be a little bit harder, because when you do two colors, it's easier when you have to attach your ear flap, so you know exactly where to put them in, like when you sew it together. But if you want to do it like two different colors, it's good. See, I will arrive at the end. Almost there. If you don't have the faux fur yarn, don't worry, just do regular pom-pom with your clever pom-pom maker or any other gadget that it work for you, and it will be perfectly fine. Cut your yarn, and you will close the last stitch like this. So you end up with two tail. So that's the way I want it. Stretch it. See, it's like a square. And you do two like this, and then I will prepare the pom-pom. To do the pom-pom, I have to cast on with the white regular yarn, put it in the middle, come back with the faux fur, and in this video I don't show it, but it's better if you put your yarn in the top hole on the yarn feeder. Make sure that it could move, make sure it doesn't go on the little hole on the bottom, because it's gonna get stuck. That's the thing with this faux fur. If it's the yarn feeder, sometimes it get like stuck because the yarn feeder, the little door, it's not tight enough, so the yarn go one side more than the other. So in this video I put the faux fur there, but now I put that on the top hole and it worked better. So I continue my pom-pom. You see I put my thumbs over it, so that way the yarn go on it. And if you get too much static when you do that, just take a wet towel and rub your yarn on it when you work, and it will remove all the static. So you will do 2 times 10 rows for the pom-pom. So one pom-pom is 10 rows and the other one is 10 rows. So to remove it, you have to crank it and close your yarn feeder little cap that I forgot. And you will grab the stitches one by one with regular yarn. Why regular yarn? It's to close the pom-pom. You need that. I put my finger so I made sure that my yarn doesn't remove from the stitches, from the little teeth. Because if you lose some stitches with that yarn, you better just start over because it's hard to grab again. You can't see. So crank the machine. Continue to remove, because to be removed from the machine, it have to be passed through in front of the yarn feeder to be removed from it, from the needle, the white needle. So almost finished. Grab those. Those pom-pom are very fun to make. They're very easy. If you want it like more tight, you could add some stuff in it, but me, I just pull on, make sure that I have the top 2 tail, because I want the inside to be outside. So I will close it like this, pull, so the outside was initially the inside, but with those yarn, the middle is always fluffy and the exterior it's not. So I will attach it at like two knots, put all the stuff in it, grab my 2 tail that was on the upper side. I don't know if I say it right, but I use your eye for this one, but I have problem to say it, to talk tonight. I'm so tired. I do my best, sorry for that. So I push everything inside, pull those 2 together and close that tube to create a little pom-pom. You have to make 2 like this for your. So now my ear flap. I will close one side by pulling. Not too tight because I have to put my white cord in it. And I will attach it with the yarn needle. I will pass through the white to make sure that it's secure, so that way nothing bad happened to the baby. Always be secure when you do something for little one. So I will attach it and going through a lot of time. Tight it in the same time. Put it in the middle. Attach the white and the red together. There. And you have to do that for both your flap. Doesn't matter, just have to pull very hard and it will remove. And same time it's a test. So now it's time to close this side. You put the tail of red one side, and with your hook number 4 you will go and close it like you did earlier on the hat. Grab the one in the middle, grab the one in the back, in the front, in the back, in the front. Continue like that. You will do the same thing for both ear flap. When you arrive at the end, you will attach it with the little tail that is waiting for you in the other side. Like this. all the stitches. You don't want to lose any. Take your time, make sure you got all of them. Last one, and I will close it with the red tail. Time to remove the ace yarn. When you remove it, you make sure that you didn't lose any stitches. Take your time and check and stretch it. All there. Didn't lose any. Hide the, yes, I lose one. I'll go with my crochet, my hook, and I will redo the last one. There. I was lucky it was the last one. And time to hide the little tail inside the two layer. There. This side is ready. Time to attach it on the hat now. The other one already there. As you could see, I folded the way that to grab like all the white, and I will go and attach the red on red. Very important. That's the place to attach it. You grab only the red, not the white. That's why I said it's easier when you have two colors, because you fold it like in the middle of the colors like this. It's easier. I'll continue. If you have any question, just ask it in the comment in the bottom of the video, or if you have any suggestion for some other project that you wish to have soon on the channel, let me know. I will put that on my wish list. There, almost done this side. This, pull on it. I just check if it's good. You lower the white now, and it would look cute like this. And I will go and turn it and finish the sewing. Grab two. I'm on the wrong side. Oops. Mistake. Beep, beep, beep. Don't do it at home. Sorry for that. So I'll grab a V on this side, a stitch or a V, and go on the other side, do the same thing. So it will be secure. If you're not already a subscriber, don't forget to subscribe. Could be nice. And thank you for everybody. If you still listen this part of the video, you're very, very patient, because it's a long video of 33 minutes. I try to cut it like more, but if I cut too much, it's not easy for some people. So I like my video to be very easy to follow, so sometimes no choice, I have to put some more time. Sorry for that. And for some people it's a good thing, so try to be nice for everybody and fair. We all start at one point and we need more explanation, so almost at the end. I'm gonna attach it with a knot and hide it in between the two there. Almost finished. There. Attach it with the little tail that I start with, and time to hide it in the hair flap. Cut it after, and will be time to add the little pom-pom. Cut those little tail. I'm full of yarn on my hand. Oh my god. There. Almost finished. Never give up, never give up. Almost finished. The 2 pom-pom to put on, and it will be done for tonight. The pom-pom here, I still have the attached on it. To attach it, I will go through this side, and the other one I will go from the no, not like this, from the other side, and it will be secure like this. And I will pull both tail, attach it with a double knot, very tight. There. And we'll hide the tail in the pom-pom. There. Do the same with the other one. This one will be for my little grandchild, second Christmas. She just turned 1. She will be cute with that. Oh, my little one was here too. She's always closer to mama when I do some project. She's my boss. She's telling me, how come you don't do that like this, or how come you do this that way? She's full of question, but it's good. I love her. She's a big helper. And I will do the same thing the other side. Almost done. So don't forget to subscribe, and see you next week. I have a special week. Not a special week, but 4 days of 1, 2, 3, and 4th of December. I will have quick tip and trick release every day, so don't miss it. Don't miss it. It will be less than 5 minutes each, so maybe it's something that it could help you in your future project. So I wish you a good night and a happy Thanksgiving for every American viewers that I have here, and Joyeux Noël and Happy New Year. if we don't see better go. Ciao ciao, bye bye. See